All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how do you buy a home? What's that process look like and what does it take? So don't get anywhere. That's what we're talking about today. All right, so you're all excited to buy your next home and I'm so excited for you. So let's get right into it. Now, I wanna give a little disclaimer because what I'm gonna explain can be a lot. It's kind of like drinking through a fire hose, if I'm honest with you. So I did put together a buyer's guide. This is like Joe Carmack layman's terms. You can actually understand. It's very simple. Look at my colorful graphs that I put out for you, and it just spells things out very plain. So if you'd like a copy of this, shoot me an email, jcarmack@kw.com, or a text or whatever, and I'll give you a copy of this PDF. It's totally free. Now, also, even when you look at it, you're gonna have a million questions, to be honest with you. So schedule a buyer's consult. It's totally free. It's a free coaching call for you, basically. Usually I'll have you into the office and I'll walk you through this process. I can also dig into what are you looking for? What kind of a timeline are we looking at? What kind of property are we looking for? How much cash do we got? You know, I can look at your situation and give you a whole lot better advice when I'm one-on-one, and I can help advise you personally. So I'm gonna walk you through kind of the gist of that home buying process. It's all in this home buying guide. So of course, let me know if you'd like a copy. I'd be happy to do that, okay? Let's back up. You are dreaming of buying a home. You're so excited. The first step in that process is gonna be that buyer's consult that I talked about. The reason being, you need to have a professional look at your situation to help advise you on each step of the way. Sometimes clients need to go get their credit repaired and fix some things, clean things up before they get there. Sometimes clients have a ton of debt and they really need to pay off some stuff, but they don't know how to do that. Other times, they're just ready to go and we need to get going right now, right? Other times, people have a lease that's coming due and we need to get this ball rolling. So whatever it is, the advice I'm able to give a client is dramatically different for just about every situation. So that's why we start with a buyer's consult. After the consult, the first thing we're gonna do then is make sure you're pre-approved. If you wanna get pre-approved in advance, that'll make things even easier and faster, but getting pre-approved is your next step. I do have a whole video on that as well, so make sure you check out my video on getting pre-approved after this one. Once you're pre-approved, we have a game plan in mind. I've advised you and we're kind of strategize what's gonna be your best plan of attack. Then is when we will start showings. Now, people always want to start and they'll send me this property. Joe, this one I found, it's so great, it's perfect, I have to have it. They're not pre-approved. We haven't had a buyer consult. I've never even met them. We got to figure out the game of attack before we just start attacking, if you know what I'm saying. Showings will only start after you've gotten pre-approved, after we've had a consult and we've really got an idea of what we're getting into, okay? After that, let's say we'll go see several homes. Typically the first time out, maybe we'll see 5 to 10 homes to get you a good idea of what your money is gonna get you. We will then make an offer if you're ready, or maybe sometimes we need to go out another time and see a couple more homes, okay? This isn't HGTV where I'm gonna show you 3 homes and make you pick one, but it's also not that you're gonna go see 50 homes and then decide, right? If that's your mindset, you're never gonna buy a house, to be honest with you. But also, you get to have a lot more flexibility and freedom than what you see on cable TV. So we'll go out, we'll see some homes, maybe 5 to 10 homes, and then you'll make an offer. I'll advise you on how to make the best offers when we get there. But just suffice it to say, depending on the market you're in, right now we're in a very, very competitive seller's market as of the time that I'm recording this. So that will change how we're able to strategize your offers, and it will mean you may have to write 2 or 3 different offers before you get one accepted. So keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, this is the perfect house. We're gonna make a really strong offer, do everything we can to get it. But I also understand it's a competitive market and we may not get it accepted. So keep that in the back of your mind. Typically my clients will make maybe on average 2 offers, meaning sometimes they get their first one accepted, but sometimes it might take 3, making 3 offers to get one accepted of the home that they'll end up buying. We'll make some offers, then you'll get your offer accepted. We will then do an inspection. If there's any major issues, you can negotiate that, or we can even back out and it won't cost you your earnest money, which I talk about in another video as well. Title work, appraisal, and then closing. Now, I'm going over that all pretty quickly. We'll obviously go into a lot more detail as we go through the process and in your buyer consult. But suffice it to say that from the time you get your offer accepted to the time you close, typically about 30 to 45 days. Maybe the sellers want to go a little longer because they need 60 days. So if you're buying, if you're flexible, we'll give them 60 days. If you're a cash buyer, you can close in 2, maybe 3 weeks if you'd like to. So it can vary a little bit. Even with a mortgage, I have seen them closing in 21 days, just depending on how appraisal timelines are and everything else. At the closing table, you will then come with your cashier's check or your wire transfer for the final funds that it costs to purchase the home. And you will sign a whole stack of papers. I'll walk you through what that means. The closer will explain things as you go. And then after the closing table, the home's yours. You walk away with a set of keys, the seller gets their check, and the title company handles all of the funds and the paperwork disbursements there. So you'll walk away a homeowner, they'll walk away a seller, and everyone is happy. You can then go home to your new home and it's done. That's just a real quick overview of the process. I've said it like 5 times. Honestly, just schedule a buyer consult already so we can actually advise you on your situation. And there's also a lot more great videos that go through each one of these different stages in the process in a lot more detail. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the little notification bell, and then here's another video of what you can learn about next. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.